Hello everyone. We're out in snowy Minnesota today. We got like a blizzard, a blizz-like blizzard out here. Yeah, I don't know what to say, so I'll just talk about my life a little bit. I live in a group home, been there 7 years. I'm 40 years old. I feel like there's help for some problems. Here comes hello.
How you doing?
Well, it's not too bad down here. Up there, it's really windy.
Up.
Oh yeah, up in the street.
Okay. Well, I'll stay down here then.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I like coming down here. Get out of the wind a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice any time of year. Okay, well,
Yeah,
have a
you have a
good
great day. God bless her. Yeah, it's like a ravine down here, so it gets out of the wind. Up there, it's really windy. But back to my fabulous life, darling. It's my lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Yeah, and then God talks to me every day now. Before I didn't even think it was possible. I just had intuitions before. But my life, things just didn't work out, and that's life, Maybe some people can overcome the problem, maybe some people can't. And I say it's not one problem. It's not like, because most people just say, oh, well, if you got a tooth problem, go to a dentist or something like that. And I was like, if dentists didn't mess me up, then I'd just be having a life. That's kind of how I see it. If like people didn't mess up, but then they mess up and then they deny it, and then they told a bunch of lies to put me in a mental ward. Before you even see a doctor, they've already got you labeled delusional. I think that mental wards are not good. The justice system is not good. There should be, because I have ideals. My ideal is that, people should do what's right, care and do what's right. That's my ideals, but I guess we're trying to create the world that we want, or live the life we want. Other people don't have a value system similar to mine. So God's going to correct me if I try to say something. That's primarily what they do since they changed me, is correct my language. They don't want me to say my life was destroyed. They want to say I had bad dentistry done. So it's not one thing that wrecks someone's life. I say it's like if you fall, you hit every branch on the way down, it's like, what? Yeah. Let's see if we can look over here. This is probably not a good idea to hold the phone over there, but see some water coming down there. Don't recommend doing that. But we all make mistakes in life. We all make mistakes. Jenny made a mistake by not going on a date with me, and then she ran off with some other guy and did lots of drugs. So she made a little mistake in life there. Yeah. I don't do drugs or alcohol or smoke or anything like that. I have a joke. God saying, reel it back. Yeah, I say I'm on one spirit, the Holy Spirit. I don't know. It's so weird how God talks. Should we talk about me or God? Or this dastardly weather? The weather out here is so dastardly. Yeah, and God intercepts my thoughts. So I believe that God's with everyone. I don't know how reality works. I don't think anyone will ever figure it out. But if someone says, does God know what you're thinking? I go, yeah. They know as soon as you have a thought, and they know it's in your heart. Do you have to pray out loud? They say it's not a causal relationship. They can't explain it to me either. Because if I ask, how did everything get started? they said it can't be explained, but just believe something, just live your life. You know, they don't want people focused too much on mysteries. They said I was too fixated on all these mysteries and whatnot. But, you know, I guess that's just part of life. That's when I was growing up, I thought, this is what I do, is look at all the mysteries, like, you know, telepathy, UFOs, Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, every ghosts, spirits, and communication, and it was all fascinating to me. You know, how could, you know, what's going on, you know, and now God, oh, you know, I say put me through the enlightenment process, where they gave me a series of, they changed me as a person. They changed me. They taught me lessons. I call it the mind interface, and they don't really like what I'm saying. They don't agree with it, but it's like, I call it the illusion of reality must be maintained. Like, because I say, why doesn't everyone just hear God all the time? And they basically say, well, they don't want to hear God. But I'm like, but people say all the time, I want to hear God, I want to hear God. It's like, so they must know what's in your heart. But see, then I say, God's got they got a control over all that type of knowledge. Like and there's a way to justify it in every belief system, because they'll say, if psychics were real, why don't they win the lottery? Or something like that. Why don't they make it big in real estate? And I'm sure a lot of them say, like, yeah, I help people with their businesses and whatnot. And one time I talked to a lady, and God was giving me information, so I gave her, yeah, like it was just flowing, like I just knew what to say. I gave her like just some business information, or, you know, like just said, put a heart, you know, because I could see, this is at the point where I could see the blessings. I mentioned this in a previous video. It's like when someone's making food, there's like the technique, and then there's the intentions behind it. So are they doing it properly? And then, you know, are they doing it with care and love, type of thing? So yeah, people. So yeah, basically, I just want to be liked. I want to be loved. I want things to work out. That's. I know people will never. They can't relate. But if you say, "What do we want people to do?" I said, just be nice, compassionate, loving. I mean, that's. I know they're not in a power, and I have my own problems that I'm working out. I don't know if I'll ever be able to. Because I ask God, what's the solution? And they say, there is no solution. It's just you make a choice and then deal with the consequences, type of thing. So I don't. And they said, I'm not going to like, because with the teeth thing, they said, well, you don't like your current teeth. You probably wouldn't like having them pulled. You wouldn't. But they don't. But they also say, you know, it's my decision, but it's like, I guess I keep hoping that there's going to be something, because they say you don't know, you never know. So let's talk about a dream. One of them, so today was, I don't know if I mentioned that God woke me up. This was not today. And they said, there's sandwiches down there if you want to go get one. Yeah, because that's, people will get intuitions on that, but I just hear God now. So, but I had a dream. Yeah, they changed my dream. One was about how I'm overly protective about things I shouldn't be concerned with. And then one had to do with like monkeys. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Quit monkeying around. I don't know. Something like that. And I was thinking about, like, people do, they interrupted me on that one. They go, do not talk about that, folks. like people say like they went on an LSD trip or something. I've never done anything like that, but it's like they had an experience. I call it the mind interface. That yeah, and one guy I heard, he said like he could see people's thoughts. And in my belief, it's God can do that. They've never let me see, because I've kind of talked to God about like what can they do, and they've never let me see people's thoughts. But they also said you wouldn't want that, because it's like, I'm like, that's fine. I said, give me a fire starting, because this one this one guy, there's a video where he would shock people. He was like this really holy guy. Some people have probably seen the video. And he would do like physical therapy with people, yin and yang stuff. They don't like me talking about this. You can start fires, and I'm like, give me that, give me those powers. And I said, no one has powers. That's why I say it's the illusion. Like they have to have an illusion of that they're meditating, like or that people coming through on the other side, it takes energy, or that yeah, I had a spirit guide talk to me, and they kind of like say, oh, we'll try to come through, you know, it's like that. We'll try to come through on this day here. There goes a doggy. There's a doggy out there. How much is that doggy in the window? Hope you're having a great day.
Gorgeous out here, huh?
Yeah, it's nice getting out of the wind.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice in here.
Oh yeah, I love it. How much is that doggy in the window? Yeah, they helped me with my impressions, because I watched some old videos of me, and like, yeah, they helped me big time with my juggling impressions, talking to people. So they're kind of like saying, we're giving it all she's got. You know, it's like they're doing as much as they can on that end to help me. Yeah, some people, but they also say we don't know what they can do, because I believe like there's people who have photographic memory or great math skills. They can just read a number out and they know. Here comes the doggy. Hello. How are you?
All right, how's it going?
Oh, I'm just out for a walk. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. How much is that doggy in the window? Yeah, no one's ever said don't record me or anything, but yeah, some people have great artistic ability, and it's weird how they can get it after an accident or something like that, where they say psychic abilities, and they said that opened up their... See, I don't believe that it opened up. I believe that like they have to be within a belief system to have it work. So it's like when I was a pet psychic, or you know, channeling spirits or whatever, like I believe that I was doing it, that's what was happening. So, but now if I did it, I'd say, yeah, it's just God doing that. So I don't know if they gave me a near-death experience or something, I would be like, God, why are you doing this? But they want people to come back and have a better life. That's really, you know, it's a near-death experience, not a, I don't know, live a bit, or, you know, is life planned or not? And what God tells me is, you know, obviously, they said just happens. They said they don't know why, because they don't want people to have an excuse. So whatever, because it's whatever serves us, that's type, you know, what benefits us. I don't know if they say there's no miracles, but they also say you don't know what God can do. So, and it's not like the God of the Bible or the God of any holy text everyone's kind of creating their own. It's not creating, but because some people say, well, I believe in a loving God. You know, the God I believe in would never do that. Or they say that, let's say demons were tormenting me. I thought I was being tormented. See, it only works if you're in that belief system. So at the time I believed that I was being, but then I was like, is this a training program? I was like, yeah, and they said, yeah, you're like in spiritual boot camp. That's what they told me. Because I have to believe in it for it to work. But spiritual boot camp. Let's do some God channeling here. This is God speaking through Stephen. We've hijacked his voice. We're just gonna have a, I love you, tree. Trees are my friend. I love you. Oh, God is so wonderful, isn't he? It's a he, folks. It's not a she or it, they, whatever. It's he. He-Man. It is the He-Man. We are going to do something big and large here. Thank God for everything. Let's see if that's over yet. The storm has passed. The storm has passed. God is now vanquished. He is God. Gone, gone, gone. They're just coming in and out. I let it happen, though. It's like it's kind of like the whole arm thing. You know, when I'd say my arm's going up and down, I go, I don't know what's keeping it up. That's how they would first came through, kind of like moving my arm and then helping me dance. And so it wasn't like a sudden thing, but obviously once they start speaking to you or talking to you, they say we're not talking to you. But it's in my, I don't know how to explain it other than it's, because God doesn't have it's not an entity. So it's like, how does it work? I can't figure it out. It's like, I said, it's like we have a greater mind. And then there's levels of realism. Because I said, because when they were letting me hear voices, I said, how real can you make it sound? At one point they let me hear, and they said, we're not doing that. But I've seen what I think was real, or they looked real during sleep paralysis. It's very frightening, we'll just say that. To see like a creature, like an alien, or looks 100% real. And so people have tried to explain is there a collective consciousness? It's like, yeah, it's called God. I don't know. Yeah, of course there's a collective consciousness. Our minds are connected. Or there's a greater mind. I don't think my mind is connected to anything, but I think it's like, you know, like the greater mind is what gives the psychic abilities, yeah, but if you're under a belief system that says you can train, then maybe that will work. You can train yourself. Yeah, I mentioned there's a guy named Prem Baba. It's like and there's I said that I could relate to that. Like there's people that have had these experiences. Dr. Hawkins had them. I believe Jesus, Buddha, a lot of these big had these experiences. Even Joseph Smith. They had an experience that changed them, but it's, in my view, it's God giving them what they want. It's not like, oh, I have the one true belief system. My belief system's the one true belief system. That's me. I have it. That's the kind of the paradox, because if I say there's no true belief system, or no 100% correct, they'd say, is that 100% correct? I go, well, you could just turn back and say, like, well, you can't. There's lots of things you have to just kind of, even Christianity says you have to take it on faith. They encourage people to just take it on faith. So I don't know. They never said we have to prove it all. But God told me there's no correct. belief system. So, but it's what serves people and what they want. I say that's the secret behind the secret, is that God's in you, around you, surrounds you, knows what you want. But it's this weird they care if you care type of thing. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's not like people, like I mentioned, people will believe there's a loving God somewhere, but then they say, why is there so much bad in the world? And then if I ask God about it, they say people just do what they want, and we don't know. We'd like them to act better, we'd like them to get along, because it would serve all of us. And I think spiritual people really get that. They get that, yeah, if everyone was loving and kind, that would benefit people. But other people see it the other way around. Telling lies, being mean and cruel benefits them. You know, so these endless wars that go on, whatever. It's benefiting someone, or someone thinks that's going to help them. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. But God corrects my language, because I said, oh, they allow. And God says, no, we don't allow. There's no allowance. Like, we sit there and say, we're going to allow 10 wars to happen today and this many killings. And they said, no. Because I said, why doesn't God stop that? And they go, well, they're telling me these suck. These suck. Yeah, I wish. See, this is the thing. I love people so much that when I'm talking to them, especially in person or on the phone, it's usually they can't tell that I am struggling. But obviously, God knows. God has to know, type of thing, because they're in us. They're living in us, with us, around us. Not a thing, not an entity. It's weird how they say there's no God. It's like, they go, then who's talking to me? And they said, no one's talking to you. Yeah, should we do a stupid joke? They said, sure, do a stupid joke. Yeah, I said, because I said, they can make it appear like an animal is talking to you. So like this guy named Son of Sam, he said, the dog told me to do it. And they go, okay. So they interviewed the dog, and they said, dog, why'd you tell me? He's like, don't look at me. The cat told me to relay that information to him. So blame the cat. See, he's stupid. That's how all my jokes are really stupid like that. I went to the comedy club, and it's like, let's see if I can, they said, go ahead. They said, we're not up in the sky. Stop looking up. They said, not down there either. They said, just tell your damn joke and get it over with. Yeah, so I met an enlightened guru, and he said, we're all one. We're all one. Reality is an illusion. And I said, is money an illusion? And he says, I said, give me your money, because some of these people have a lot of money. He says, get your own damn illusion. This is mine. So it's got, I just say it's like, people in their holy books and their belief systems, they say a lot of stuff. I used to think Christians were hypocrites. Now I think they're just people living their lives. Because I'd say they sit there and read all this about helping others and help, show love towards your neighbor. And I'm like, well, I guess they're not killing me. So I don't know. But they definitely don't want to help me, because people say, why don't you find good Christian people? Like, they tell me I'm bad. I don't know what else to say. They don't want to do it. God usually says they just don't want to do it. So, and the people that should be helping me, like my family, doesn't want to. So, yeah, and I guess that's, here's a dumb saying. If you said, go up to a 21-year-old and say, how much do we got to pay you to have your teeth filed down, that they like their teeth, and then say, just give me 10% of that, because they're going to say they don't want it done. People don't want that done. And let's just say that I want things to be better and work out. I don't need money. I don't need, other than the basics, but I just want to be liked, loved, things that work out. Real simple, that's how it. But also, I don't know how to make that happen. because they say, God will say, you have great ideas, but it's like, how are you going to make it happen? See, in the, they don't like me, folks. God does not like me. They don't like me talking. They don't like anything, folks. They do not like it. It's not good. Because they just want to get things solved. And they go, this isn't solving anything. This is you. They say, we don't think anyone's going to help you. We don't think you're, not barking up there. They say you can do it. You can do anything you want in life. Yeah, they said, I'm not wasting my life. I'm just not doing what I want. They'd rather have people solve it on their own, work it out, and just have a belief system. So that benefits them. We're up to 25 minutes already. I feel like I come out here and I say, I have nothing to say. I don't know what to talk about. And then I'm about 25 minutes in and I go, I could do this for another 25 minutes. Or I could just do some super entertainment out here. Find a wolf. There's a wolf out in those woods out there. We are going to track it down. We're going to run after that wolf. Come back here. I don't know how many impressions I can do, but let's say it's a lot. But sometimes it takes years it took me 4 years to get Obama down. Oh, hold on up there. Oh, we got a woods. We got a tree. We got other things. It's just, I don't know. It's really hard. I don't know. But when you have a lot of time on your hands, like I do, to go for walks, and you can work on that stuff. Same with juggling. I was sitting in a room, so I said, well, I want to learn some tricks. And I just hope people appreciate it. That's throwing things up in the air and catching them. That's why God even corrected me on that. I said grappling, and I said, no, it's just catching, throwing, catching, movement. I don't think they made my reaction time that much faster, but it is faster. They definitely made my movements a little bit more quick. Little more quick. Try as someone else. Darling, it's wonderful out here. I love the weather out here. I wish the Queen was out here with me. Yeah, God says we can't solve it if you don't want to move. If you don't want to, we can't make you, but because I didn't originally move. I was moping in my room, suffering. Parents had me removed. We're up at 28 minutes now. I don't know. I just gives me something to do. I guess that would be. It's like I'm not playing video games, but I watch videos of people playing, and they say, "Why don't you just play it if you want to?" I don't know. Here's this guy again. I'll say bye now. Yeah, hello.
Still snowing.
Yeah, but it's a nice day. Have a great day. Yeah, I should be around other people. I think that would be probably, I don't really know. Giving them blessings, my blessings. Yeah, I don't know if no one got a training on what to say to people. So God gave me a little training on that. Usually just, bless you. But they also said that, some people you should just leave alone. So they're not being nice. They're not reciprocating. So. All right, I'm going to say goodbye on this video. Have a great day, everyone.